I messed up during take one. Oh my god, I literally just messed up again, but I'm not redoing it. Episode 3, Seattle SuperSonics Throwback Franchise Retro Series, whatever you want to call it. We have this very important week against some Eastern Conference matchups. Freaking 6 road games in a row. Actually, technically 7, because this Trailblazers game, no, I lied. 6. It's 6. That Trailblazers game was at home. So, we'll be playing against the Nets. We'll be playing against the Orlando Magic. We'll simcast the Knicks game. I think, depending on time and how we're looking, I might simcast the T-Wolves game. Other than that, probably simulating. Of course, next week's episode, if you didn't watch last week, I'll remind you, we're playing all 4 of these games from November 27th to December 1st in a special episode titled The Test Run. If you don't know why it's titled that, I'll talk about that again next week. Back to what I was saying. Let's play the New Jersey Nets with Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, Mike Miller, Zach Randolph, Jason Collins. When I was filming the previous version of this, I spent a whole 2 to 3 minutes talking about something that didn't really matter. But if you notice, they have 2 jerseys for the Nets. Why aren't the gray jerseys that they had in this era? I think it was an alternate jersey, but when I think of this era of the Nets, that's normally the jersey I think of. And I couldn't tell you the last 2K that those jerseys were in. I know they have not been in the last couple, so I only filmed for 4 minutes, and 2 of the minutes was me talking about those jerseys. So, like I said, we're getting right into the action here as I jumped extremely too early. So, hopefully y'all been enjoying this series. If you've been watching the series, you'll notice that I've had a slight problem when oh no. Okay. I have a slight problem when I play the games in which once we get to the end and they do the little thing where I'm supposed to get my VC, it just takes forever. And to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't even want the VC. I want out of this little menu. And I have to back out of the whole thing and whatnot. And so last time around, I forgot about that. And then I was like, you know what? Hopefully it's a 2K issue. Hopefully it fixes itself. And then the time came around. Nope, that wasn't the case. And so I was like, you know what? I'll look into it. So me looking into it consisted of me Googling, why does my 2K freeze? And the first post, I was reading it. And it was on Reddit. And it was talking about, oh, it freezes and whatnot. Yeah, that post was from 5 years ago, and I was really reading it, and I was like, you know what, this has just been an ongoing issue, I guess. So then I looked into some modern, maybe AKA from this year, and essentially people have had this problem. No real solution. I did not find a solution to it. The only actual solution I found, it said to uninstall the game and reinstall it, and I did not do that because I wanted to film today, and I'm like, I wouldn't be able to if that was the case. And B, I don't have this problem in the other My NBA that I use. So it's one with this one. If I was to guess, because this is a shared scenario, maybe that's something to do with it, because the other My NBAs that I use and do aren't shared. They're just regular ones. So maybe it has something to deal with that. Obviously, it's a little bit too late for me to change. Mike Miller's a great three-point shooter, but that one's a little bit bullcrap. So there is that. So if we run into that issue, I apologize, but at some point it might be fixed. I doubt it. All right, I tried a little bit too hard there. Was there something? I feel there was something else I really did want to say that I'm blanking on. But I remember that was the main thing I wanted to make note of. Now, I did look into it. It did not really help. They gonna say this how I know I did lower the elbow a little bit to his man area, but I don't. It's Zebo. He didn't really freaking move. I don't think that should have been called. All right, close game. Close game. March Madness. When y'all are seeing this, it's probably already started, but past version of me hasn't been able to watch any because it hasn't started yet. As Zebo draws another foul. I'll tell you this. I'm pretty sure I've been on the record saying I couldn't tell you anything about college basketball this year. I'll just be 110% with you. And it's funny because I'm a Grizzlies fan. And for majority of the year, people were joking like, oh, we're going to be in the lottery because of all the crap that happened. And I was like, that's just funny. And like, oh, we are probably going to be in the lottery. So I should have been doing my research. At some point, I will. And, I think that'll start with March Madness. But it's also, it'd be like a weird thing where it's like, oh, I see this player like playing well. And then I'll be like, oh, that's who the Grizzlies should draft. I don't think that should work. That's not a really like GM scouting. So I'm going to hope to enjoy March Madness. Also, I'm just going to hope Alabama's not in it. That's the only like college team I don't mess with whatsoever. And I don't even know if they are or not. So I'm just speaking out of my ass at the moment. March Madness is going to be like the hot topic for the next 3 weeks. And then we'll have the NBA playoffs. Hooray! So, I don't really know what else to talk about. Okay. Are they going to count that? They are. And I think they get a free throw. Okay. Gortat. I've praised you. You couldn't get the freaking rebound there. You got the rebound there. Thank you. That could have went way worse. I've been playing a crap ton of domination in my team so I could get the like free or the Galaxy Opal cards you get. So while this essentially is close to domination, because it's just, simulating the games and whatnot, domination, I understand why people don't like. I don't have a problem with it. I understand why people don't like it. It's literally the same crap over and over again. Oh, boy. Okay. There we go. I don't think there's, like, anything else of note to mention. Okay, that. You think the Nets regret trading for Zebo? I don't. They're 6-5. I don't remember the Trailblazers record. Also, we play the Trailblazers a third time in less than a month, which is a little bit hilarious to me. I don't know if that's ever been the case. You got to play a team like 3 times. I think, and again, talk about the Grizzlies this year, we had to play the Timberwolves. First of all, the Timberwolves aren't even in our division. We've played the Timberwolves a lot this year, and then we had to play them an extra game because after the in-season tournament, like, the way they like made the schedule, it's like you're supposed to play. I don't remember exactly how they determined it, but long story short, we had to play the Timberwolves again. So I was just like, has that ever been the case? Which I don't remember date-wise how those lined up, but it would have been close, to be fair. Also, I remember the other thing I wanted to talk about. One of my favorite things when I film these is like the live creation of the thumbnails. I have absolutely no clue what the thumbnail and or title of this video will be. So, you'll be getting a live. Because, like, I already know next week's. I knew last week, the actual first 2 episodes, what they would be. So we'll see closer to time. I'm glad that went in. That green bar slowly but surely popped up. A lot of scoring going on here. Not a lot of defense. Also, this is an interesting game. How many of these people have a ring? Almost. So, KD, Rashard Lewis, Ray Allen, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, and Mike Miller do. So, 7 out of 10. Jason Collins might have a ring. I don't know off the top of my head. I hope I said Kevin Durant. I'm pretty sure I said Kevin Durant. Okay, there's the defense I was looking for. Vince Carter kind of sucks. He never got a ring, but like after I'm trying to think. Let's think out loud. After he left the Nets, he was on the Suns. I already know I shouldn't do this because I'm going to forget a team. He was on the Magic. Oh boy, was he on the Magic then the Suns? Oh boy. I think he was on the Magic, then the Suns. I wish that Gortat would have stayed under the rim. Because I sold that because I didn't feel like passing. He was on the Grizzlies, Kings. Oh, boy. And Hawks. I'm definitely forgetting, like, Mavericks. All right. This is what helps with having an NBA poster on your door. He was on the Mavericks. That was probably his, like, last chance to win a championship, to be fair. I might have been forgetting like one more obscure team. But this Carter was in the league a long ass time. I'm not pushing anything. I have absolutely no clue why it made Gortat like float to the 3-point line. And I hope y'all saw that too. Okay. Defense seems to pick up on both sides. Jason Terry was on the Nets at one point during the short, but it damn sure happened, Kevin Garnett era. This has been like a hot topic. It's not, alright, I apologize. It's definitely not been a hot topic. I don't know why the Nets get such a bad rap. Like, obviously, the Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce trade, like, that I understand, because they literally could have had Jason Tatum and or Jaylen Brown on their team, and essentially gave both to a team they would have to face several times in the future. But it's just like, this era, the Nets were in the finals twice. Then they were able to trade for Vince Carter with essentially giving up very little. And then they drafted Brook Lopez. They had Joe Johnson. They had Darren Williams. But I remember, like, there's Carmelo did an interview recently, and they're like, yeah, the Nets tried to trade for me. And I was like, I don't want to go there. But he was saying he didn't want that because of the move to Brooklyn. But again, like, that somewhat made the Nets a bigger deal. Also, I like the jerseys of the Nets. I'm going to say it. I like the Nets. They're not my favorite team. And y'all have known when I make videos, not this season, but I have talked very highly of the Nets. Okay. So, for thumbnail purposes, I think I have no clue, like, clever. I need to get Ray Allen and Vince Carter together, because I was thinking all of my thumbnails have involved Kevin Durant. To be fair, I could continue that tradition. Also, to be fair, they literally took Ray Allen out the moment I mentioned it. There's Scalabrini. But I need to involve more of the other guys in the thumbnails, as that didn't go in, but should have. I was about to lose my mind. I thought they had two Daniel Gibsons out there, but it's Speedy Claxton, and I thought that said Gibson. Who the hell's not in that should be? James Jones. 6th Man of the Year, Kyle Korver. Oh, okay. I wish I could have made that, and then I'm like, oh, they already would count that. You already would have count that. Also, knocked my water over. There's a one for you. Kyle Korver wasn't on the Nets. He got traded from the Nets to the Sixers for fact. It's either a fax machine or a printer. It was like some obscure office. I don't even know if that was freaking true. You know, I think that's one of those like urban legends that gets talked about too much. Maybe that's why nobody wanted to go to the Nets. Continental Airlines Arena. I wonder how many of these older arenas have the proper names of the arenas. It bothers me because I'm pretty sure I almost said the Nets again. The Nuggets don't have it as the Pepsi Center. I'm 90% sure I will always call that the Pepsi Center. It's the Ball Arena now. I'm trying to think if there's like the Staples Center. I think a good majority of people call it the Staples Center. Miami Heat have changed theirs like 3 or 4 times. American Airlines Arena. I think I was in the paint too long. Spurs, I saw the AT. Look, you see the AT&T ad back there, which I don't even know if AT&T's in the modern arena sponsorships. So very obscure there, but AT&T Center, I don't even know what the hell they call it now. So maybe, long story short, arena names used to be a lot better. Considering I don't. If you were to like do it like multiple choice or you had to like match them, I probably could get 100% on. I would get a 90% at least. Also, you know what we need more of? Arena nicknames. Like the Grizzlies, like is the Grindhouse. If you were to ask me like any more, I don't think there are any. So this is just a good thing for Memphis. So let's jump in now. Get the last 6 minutes of that. Is that Quentin Richardson? I believe it is. That was Gortat. That was a great play there. Need those rebounding numbers up, though, buddy. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant in New Jersey, or I should say the Nets. Like 13 years before he actually ended up there. I also have a... Speaking of my likeness of the Nets, I do have a Kevin Durant Nets jersey that I've never worn. We're trying to get KD that Rookie of the Year, obviously. Okay, that Zebo does a very good job of drawing fouls. Jason Kidd as they take out Mike Miller. Vince Carter won Rookie of the Year, didn't he? I'm gonna hope he did. I just brought it up out of nowhere. Hey Siri, did Vince Carter win Rookie of the Year? All right, she's not gonna help me. Who would have won it then? What year did he get drafted? Bro. Vince Carter. I hate when I like say something out loud that like a lot of people know or don't know, or in this case know, and then I make myself look like the ass. Rookie of the Year. Dun 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 dun. He won the 99 Rookie of the Year, so I was correct. Still got to get a Vince Carter Ray Allen picture because now I want it. Oh, hell yeah, right here. It's perfect. Could be a little better. All right. So y'all might see this in the thumbnail, y'all might not. You know, it's one of those, I don't know what you would call it. There's a like real theme with this episode, where almost all the other episodes so far have a theme. Oh, hell yeah, Gortat. Rashard Lewis coming in. I have no clue what that. I hope y'all see that sign. Like, you saw the people holding the sign back there. I had absolutely no clue what that says. Get wrecked. I'm looking back at the replay. It said get. It doesn't matter now because they're not holding it up. This game's a lot closer than it was, so let me concentrate on that. Because I thought it was like a 7-point lead. Now it's a 3-point lead. That's not going to go in. Nobody is lined up on defense. That, oh boy. Oh, why are you not down there? I was really cocky with that one. I was sure. Okay. Let's calm down. Fourth foul. I think they said that's the fourth team foul. Gortat is coming in clutch. After we had to call him out earlier. Oh boy. This don't make no sense. Y'all saw the last shot was very, very close to green. And it touched the green. Nope, clink. That one, nowhere near the green. Goes in, you know. But it is Kevin Durant. You know who he is. That one's going to go in. That one's going to go in. Yeah. Oh! I remember something else. I need to talk about. And I hope this might help. This might help. I doubt it. If you remember earlier in the series, I talked about how autosave wasn't an option. And I had to, like, reset this, like, 2 times because I forgot to save it, you know. And so every time I've had manually saved it, I found out I could turn autosave on. And again, like I said, maybe, because like I said, also, every other series and thing that I do in my NBA, I have autosave on, obviously. So again, maybe it's kind of me, big brain thinking it. Maybe that helps. So wait and see. We got 2 minutes and 58 seconds to find, approximately 2 minutes and 58 seconds to find out. Because, you know, somebody going to get fouled, somebody going to call timeout. So probably like 5 minutes. And, you know, I'm not aiming for over. Oh, boy. I'm not aiming for overtime. Gortat. All right, I'm not. Oh, please get 3. You got, yeah, like, oh, Jesus. I was about to compliment him, then he gave up the rebound and got dunked on. So I'm not gonna diss him. That was good. I'm not that mad. That block was very good. How many blocks? We're gonna find out right now. How many blocks Gortat got right now? Gortat got 5 blocks. Let's look at the fouls. Charlie Lewis got 5. What the hell is this over here? Charlie Lewis got 5. That's an important note. I don't know why. Anytime I give Gortat the ball, he has like a super boost that makes him start stumbling and jumbling. There's Ray right there. Tack on 2 more. We're going against a very good jump shooting team. But some of these are, and we match up very well with them. That being said, though, I'm playing very good defense. It don't matter, though. Going a little bit too early with this. There we go. That's a rookie of the year right there. It's a grown man, as they would say. Minute 13 left. I sagged off way too much. But obviously, when you play no defense, that helps the most. Oh, boy, that should have gone to Gortat. Is this the dagger? Oh! I just got done. And it's very weird because it's like 30 minutes ago. I did watch a, like, highlight video of 44. If you Google it, I don't know who uploaded it. I think it was Maximilian. 44 minutes of game winners because I left the room, and then that was the next YouTube video to play. It's a good time. I love basketball. I've slacked on watching it this year because the Grizzlies. I've watched almost the only Grizzly game I have not watched this year. And again, this is a sign of a true fan. Shout out Jason Terry right there. The only Grizzly game this year I did not watch is when we played the Timberwolves a Wednesday night game because I was at an AEW Dynamite episode. So that's the only Grizzly game I've not watched this year. But like, it's been a long ass year, and we still got like half a month or so left. Oh boy, that was personal. All right, let's just go ahead and sim and see if our little friend pops up. You know, it's the big test right here. This is the preview to the test run. It's Mike Miller finishes with 26, Kevin Durant with 36, Gortat 5 blocks. Almost said fouls. So let's see. I'm Googling it now. Why does my 2K confirmation earning VC I just typed all that in and canceled it. Oh my god, this just fucking sucks. Fix it! I'm tired of having to do this. It's gotta be because it's a fucking shared scenario. That's the conclusion I've came with. I don't know how to fix this. This is something that is just stupid. And I apologize for getting angry, but I know y'all don't. Y'all might like it now because haha, Austin's getting mad at it. But like, I don't get. This makes no sense. Look, there. Look, you see that? Also, I'm getting screwed. Look, maybe this isn't that big of a problem now that I don't have to like go back and So what am I looking for? Like redo the games. Like back to what I said. Look, there's my two little created guys. 66 overall, 60 overall. Proof that I don't freaking mess with my career. These two, this Heat one and this freaking Grizzlies one. This Heat one is a fantasy league. This Grizzly one, hey, shout out. Remember the Grizzlies franchise month I was doing a month ago? I don't have that problem with those. Why I got a problem with this? Why y'all making this difficult? Just run on a whole tangent for something that don't really matter that much. 10-0 versus 10-1. Holy crap. Why couldn't we be undefeated? We could have marketed that. Messed that up. While we're thinking of it, you know, I'm not going to accept that trade. I obviously want to keep Ray Allen with the team. This is the issue last time around. Still haven't re-signed Nick Collison, which does crack me up. Ray, don't ruin the series. Don't ruin it. Just you know, say you'll re-sign. All right, I have no clue how to pronounce their shooting guard. Azubuike is definitely his last name. Kalan, I don't know. I'm not going to try to. See some familiar faces, some that are created, some that are not. Also, I have no memory of them wearing these jerseys. Like, my Dwight Howard Orlando Magic memories are from him wearing the Adidas sleeves with the little stripe on it. Used to wear those all the time on 2K. And the striped jerseys. I have no memory. Like, I know these jerseys do exist. I know they did wear these jerseys, but I mainly think of T-Mac and Grant Hill. But here we go. Going to Orlando, who are 10-0. Does bother me that we lost one game because that could have been the big marketing scheme. And then Dwight, I'm hyping up his freaking sleeves and he doesn't even have any on. Just because I'm feeling it. Boom. That really has me angry. It just does. You know, I'm enjoying this series. I'm going to hope you, the viewer, is enjoying this series. Dwight Howard, hopefully you're enjoying this series. Dwight Howard, like, comment on this video, like, oh, AHS rules. I am, but, you know, hopefully you lose this game. I'd probably, like, lose my mind. That'd actually be crazy, like, manifesting that. I probably should be manifesting something else. Back to the point. I don't think this is going to last as long as I expected it to. just because I'm getting frustrated with that. That's not the biggest deal. I just don't know when the end point is going to be, the end game. You know, let's make a Marvel reference. That is the other. I keep saying like, oh, it's set. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. I haven't watched X-Men '97. I'm a big X-Men. I was a big X-Men the animated series fan, and X-Men '97 premiered today. But as recording, I haven't watched it, and as I work on uploading this video, I'm gonna plan on watching it. So if I think back on it, I'll comment my thoughts. Maybe I'll talk about it next time. But next time around, I will probably forget about it. So also, Dwight Howard, and I need to quit freaking saying this because Dwight Howard, I always thought got Rookie of the Year, and I know that he didn't, but I don't know who did. So that's why I'm going to Google 04 to NBA Rookie of the Year. 04. That's why I'm just standing there, by the way. Oh, crap. I'm glad that I was down there. Okay. They saying it's LeBron. Ha ha. He technically was. 05 Rookie of the Year. Emeka Okafor. I feel I probably could have remembered it. Obviously, I was 5 freaking years old. I couldn't like really critique who should be and who should not be Rookie of the Year. But it's very weird that like the number 1 overall pick, historic guy, didn't end up winning Rookie of the Year because the modern version of that is Michael Carter Williams running Rookie of the Year over Giannis. But obviously Giannis wasn't the Giannis we know his rookie year. So I'm trying to think if there's like other cases of that. Maybe okay, Dwight. I'm really trying to advocate for you. You over here smacking my arm. I'm trying to think. This is talk about Rookie of the Years. Last year's Rookie of the Year was Paolo. The year before was Scotty Barnes, who's just out of the league. Year before that, oh boy, is that LaMelo? I think that was LaMelo. Honestly, now LaMelo is a great talent. This might be recency bias. I thought Ant had a great argument to win Rookie of the Year. Kind of nuts that he didn't. Or at least, if there's ever a scenario where Rookie of the Year should have been a tie, I think that is probably the closest we'll get. This year, you can make an argument, Wemby and Chet, but the NBA, if they have anything to do with it, they're making sure Wemby is getting some damn trophy for Rookie of the Year. So, it's at some point this year it was close, but I'm fairly certain that is Wemby's to win. Unless he doesn't meet their criteria for the games, you know. That would, honest to God, if that was to happen and he doesn't get injured and they're just like, the Spurs like sit him out and they're like, oh, well, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year, people would go crazy. People would absolutely go crazy. And there'd probably be some voters that are like, yeah, I'm still voting him Rookie of the Year. So I don't know how that works. That's a wait-and-see situation. I don't think if they were to vote for him and he doesn't meet the criteria that they would, but you get the point I was making. So 2020 was the Mellow. 2019, Ja Morant. As my voice literally went out. Now there was that one guy that did give Zion a first place vote. I don't know who the guy was. I think I'm not going to try to speak out of my ass, but I remember Ja tweeted at him and was like, hey, why didn't you vote for me? And he was the guy, I don't remember. I'm speaking out of my ass. So, you know, don't quote me on any of this. But I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, from the like short time that we saw Zion, like he proved that he should have been. That's not really how that works. From the short time we saw CM Punk this year in WWE, he should be main event in WrestleMania. Back to Rookie of the Year talk. Year before that was Luka. Year before that, which again, maybe, obviously Luka deserved MVP, or I almost said MVP. Maybe he's going to MVP this year, but Luka deserved Rookie of the Year that year. I was about to just make this like historic like case, him versus Shea. I think if Shea wins MVP this year, which, you know, kind of relates to this because SuperSonics Thunder, Shea wins MVP this year, I think that's going to be a bigger deal Because I don't know how many people predicted it. I think a lot of people predicted like the main three that we've been seeing in the MVP race this year: Joel, Jokic, Giannis. I predicted Giannis. But like Shea, the Thunder literally last season were the 9th seed, 10th seed, because they were the 10th seed, and then they played the 8-9 matchup. I think right now they're flipping back and forth between 1 and 2. If I was to guess right now, I think they're at 2. But it just like would come out of nowhere, and then we'd have to have this like discussion that Shea won an MVP before Luka, before Tatum. Obviously, the one that's going to bother the hell out of me before Ja, even though he got drafted a year prior, and Ja played literally 9 games this year. It's also crazy. Like, I think you could have a debate who's the best player in that draft class between Luka and Shea. I think for recency bias, a lot of people would pick Shea personally, and just like based on how their careers have gone right now, how the hell did that not go in? How the hell Kevin Durant got 17 points already? But based on recency, I think a lot of people pick Shea. I still, as of right now, would go with Luka though. Back to Rookie of the Year talks. 2018. Now I'm going to get stumped. Is that Ben Simmons? Year before that was Malcolm Brogdon. Then the year before that was that Cat. Then the year before that, 2014, was Wiggins, Michael Carter Williams, Damian. I think that's another close one. Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis. I was trying. The whole argument and the whole reason I was bringing this up is like close Rookie of the Year debates. I think Lillard over AD, need a closer examination. I was about to say expansion. We're 37 minutes into this video, by the way, which last week went by really fast. This week, if you were to say, I'm 37 minutes in, I wouldn't have believed you. Because we've only played... I haven't played that much. I just love shooting fadeaways and they go in. I think I'm going to raise the difficulty next. No, should I? Next episode, the test run will be the determination. If I suck, which I anticipate, having a struggle in that episode, that'll be the determining factor. Also, what I was getting at, I don't know how I got to the Rookie of the Year. I was talking about Dwight Howard. I don't know how, because I was talking about like the future of the series. But this series might go a lot shorter than I expected it. But if that's the case, it's probably because I'd be ready to move on to something else. But that's a wait and see situation. Right now, also still don't know what the hell to title this. Allergies. I'm start sniffling because allergies. Allergies are probably my greatest rival. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It's definitely one of my top 3 rivals. As we simcast and the game got a lot closer than it needed to. We're gonna jump in to potentially get something else for the thumbnail. That was funny. Alright, I don't care that much. And I remember the crap that we're about to experience. Din, 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 din. Alright, so right now, it is 39:27. I'm gonna give this shit 30 seconds. I just want to know, there's probably something in this, because look, what I was getting at is like, I cut the auto save on. I was like, oh, maybe that'll help something. obviously, besides it saying that I won the game and I don't have to go through that crap, doesn't really help anything. There's got to be something in the settings that this is the problem with it. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. Also, the game plays a lot differently than in the other ones. And I don't feel like wasting the time, or know the right answers to get it to play the right way or the way that I like it. So, this is just me bitching and yapping about stuff y'all don't care about. What's also funny is since we've started this series, we have yet to encounter the little update required thing at the bottom that always popped up at the end of our Grizzly run. So there's that. Looking around the league, I don't think there's anything of note. So we're gonna simcast this Knicks game, who are 2-11. So we might not even be able to go to the Garden. But the last time around, when I was talking about, looking at the team's record, we did lose to the freaking Sixers. So no Garden visit, as a guy from Twitter in 2007 talks about us winning. So I apologize to Jared Rudolph. All right. I'm going to simcast this Rockets game. That way we get some. All right. Actually, what I'm going to do is that way I don't have to keep. Also, I don't know why the hell we keep facing the Trailblazers so much. I can't find a coin. I was about to flip a coin between Rockets and Mavericks. Rockets and Mavericks. Rockets and Mavericks. Where's a coin? The moment I see one, I see it. It's very dark. All right. Heads are Rockets. Tails are Mavericks. Whichever it lands on, that's the game we'll simcast to wrap the video up. And it lands on tails. So, let's go to Dallas, November 24th. We were back at home. So we beat the Rockets, beat the Blazers. We've only lost one game. Excuse me. I kind of want the Mavericks to have a lead. They don't. Maybe that's kind of reverse psychology. All right, so that's it. That's it. Now, I said it in the last video. I'll say it again to wrap this one up. We're 16-1. Let's look at these settings, because this is on pro. Like, spoiler, this is on pro. We're going to try to solve this shit now. Pro, game speed. I'm going to go back into my others. To be fair, it's kind of the same stuff. Because, like I said, something feels off. Something feels off. I don't know what exactly. Also, like, I spent way too much of this episode talking about this bull crap that don't matter. All right, it don't matter. All right. Next time around, I've told y'all several times. Also, when I was doing the test run that I keep referencing, I didn't use this scenario. Things might be a little bit easier if I was using the one I was previously using, but, can't go back in time and change it. Back to it, the test run. Anytime I'd simulate seasons, these four teams in particular were always the top of the Western Conference. They were always the toughest. They were always the ones competing for the championship. And it's just funny and ironic a little bit that we have to play all four of those teams in the same week on back-to-backs. So if we think we're going to be this top team in the Western Conference, we're 16-1 right now. But next week, that might all change. So that's why next week's episode is titled The Test Run. It's a double entendre. And it's like, if we want to be the top team in the West, we got to go through these four, at least one of these four teams, potentially all four teams. So that's a wait-and-see situation. Going through some other crap. Kevin Garnett, Player of the Week. Josh Smith, shout out. Transaction report. Scalabrine, we saw one of his last games as a net. So he got traded to the Pacers. Ray Allen still wants to test fucking free agency. He's trying to, I think at some point that'll change. Let's look at Team Intel. Team Intel. A rebuilding team That is lost one game. To be fair, it did make me feel a little bit better that the Magic were undefeated. So it's just like, because like almost all of these teams have even It's either they're very bad or they're even. So us being one of the dominators, I constructed a very good roster. There's the Mavericks there. Mavericks. I thought their record was 3-1. They're the third seed at 9-9. Eddie Nahara. There's the Nuggets, who are fifth in the West, but are 11-4. So who? We'll go look at the stand-ins because I've already went through all these. The Spurs, they definitely need something, or actually they don't because we play them next. So, oh my goodness, that makes a lot more sense. This is in the era where the stand-ins are based on. I don't think that makes timeout. Are the Warriors? I'm about to like blow my own mind. Are the Warriors? Because let's look. I thought this was in the era where the division mattered. So that's why I was like, oh. I guess they just haven't played enough games. I was about to overcomplicate it. Because I was like, are the Warriors and the Lakers not in the same division? Because if that's the case, I would explain why the Nuggets are 5. But it's just like the Nuggets haven't played enough games. That's the Mavericks. Which also, again, doesn't make sense because I thought the team that had the lesser amount of wins would be at 4. Then Mavericks and Suns would be. I don't know why they are there. I thought this was based on maybe timeout. I'm confusing it. Time the hell out. All right, that makes more sense. There's 3 damn divisions. So it checks out. So there's the Southwest, Northwest, Pacific. So I think that's why. Because I'm used to the NFL where there's 4 divisions. So I am right, but extremely overcomplicated it. So that, I am right there. So y'all don't care. Y'all got some action. I'll see you in the next one. Next episode's a big episode. Hopefully, I think the biggest part of next episode is seeing if this bullcrap connecting to the server thing still exists. If it does, I'm not going to mention it anymore. I'm just going to no sell it. It's pissing me off to the point where this was the big part of this episode. So we'll see what happens next time around. Hopefully you see it as well. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one.